Welcome to our another week. I think it's week 7. I don't know. And 7 is one more than a really important number having to do with something that's going to be our topic, or some things that's going to be our topic this week. I'm sorry. Woo! Pollen in here still. Well, I am buggy for bugs. And you know that. You know that I love me some cute little creepy crawly critters. But I'm not so sure that some of the ones that you're about to find out about are ones that I would want to hold. You know, I will pick up just about any little creepy crawly, because for the most part, they're just doing their thing. And you know, you can't do that unless an adult is with you or knows what kind of animal it is, right? But insects. Insects are our topic this week. And I want to introduce you to some with this lady.
Ladybugs, houseflies, honeybees. We're big fans of insects, and you should be too. For one thing, they're everywhere. There are by far more insects in the world than any other kind of animal. And there are lots of different species of insects too, of all different colors, shapes, even sizes. Let me introduce you to one of my friends. This is Holmes, a northern walking stick insect. You can probably guess why she's called a walking stick. Northern walking stick insects are from the forests of northeastern North America, where it's easy for them to blend in with the sticks, twigs, and leaves of the woods. If you ever saw Holmes out in the wild, she'd be pretty hard to find. Now, Holmes here is bigger than most insects you probably know about, but she isn't the biggest, not even close. Probably the longest insect in the world is a distant relative of Holmes called Chan's megastick. This is a huge type of walking stick insect that lives in the forests of Borneo. It can grow as long as 36 centimeters. That's as big as a rat. But other insects can get even bigger. The heaviest, most massive insect that's ever been found is the giant weta from New Zealand. It looks like an enormous cricket, and it can weigh more than 70 grams. That's about as big as a small bird. Now, even though they look totally different, the megastick and the giant weta are the same kind of animal. And so are tiny ants, flying dragonflies, and buzzing bees. They're all insects. Oh, good question, Squeaks. How can you tell an insect when you see one? Well, all insects have 3 big things in common, and they're pretty easy to spot. First, insects don't have any bones. Lots of animals like your dog, your cat, a bird, or you have a skeleton made of bones. This lets us stand up straight and move around, but insects have their skeletons on the outside. Instead of bones, they have a hard shell around their body called an exoskeleton. Another thing insects have in common is that their bodies all have 3 main parts. Up in front, there's the head. It's where the eyes and the mouth are, and usually there's a pair of long, spindly feelers on top of it that the insect uses to sense its surroundings. These are called antennae. Below the head is the middle section called the thorax. This is where you find the legs and sometimes wings, but not all insects have wings. And bringing up the rear is the abdomen. This is the part where the insect digests food. And if it has a stinger, you'll find it here at the very end. Finally, the third way to make sure the animal you're looking at is an insect is probably the easiest of them all. Just count its legs. That's because all insects have 6 legs and only 6, whether it's an ant or a beetle or a giant weta or a walking stick insect. So here we have Holmes. Let's count her legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what about this centipede? Is it an insect? How about this spider? No, again, spiders have 8 legs and insects only have 6. So now you know the 3 easy steps for spotting an insect. 1, it has an exoskeleton. 2, its body is divided into a head, thorax, and abdomen. And 3, it has 6 legs. So the next time you see a fly or a bee or an ant, stop and take a closer look and see if you can find what makes an insect an insect. Squeaks, what's your favorite kind of insect? Let us know your favorite too, and we'll see you back here next time on SciShow Kids.
But this is what I want to do. I'm going to stop right...
With its legs.
Oh,
that's
where is
because
it?
all insects...
Hold on.
Here we have Holmes. Let's count her legs.
Let's get a close-up.
1, 2...
Okay, you see this little Homey Homes? That's what I'm going to call it. My homie Holmes, I want you in your journal this morning to write about this. Would you like to have Homey Homes as a pet? I mean, she sure seems to think that it's just fine. I don't know. I'm curious which ones of you would be like, oh, look at my cute little homie. His name is Holmes. And tell me why. Maybe what you would do with him during the day. Would you take him on a walk? Would you let him crawl up your arm? Or would you be like, no way, no, absolute no, 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 no. I would not have Holmes as a pet. First off, those legs, I can't imagine those things touching my arm. I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Do you understand your task for your journal? Homey Homes. What? Why is that going on right now? Sorry. Homey Homes. Would you have him as a pet? Why or why not? State it. Give at least 3 reasons. I know what I would say. He's just so cute, I can't help it. Call me crazy. My husband already does.